Welcome back everybody to the Zeusdaz Unemulated Retro Game Channel. I go by the name of Zeus and it is shit game time once again. This is a paid request by YouTuber Ito, I do apologise mate if I haven't got that right. And he's asked me to do Fighting Warrior on the Amstrad CPC. He did place a couple of requests before this, but for whatever reasons those particular two games I couldn't get going, or there was issues with them, so in the end he chose this game, Fighting Warrior. This was released back in 1985 by Melbourne House for a price of around £5.95, £6.95, which is roughly, I don't know, 18 quid maybe in today's money. It's quite a lot. What can I say about it? Not a lot. I've had a couple of goes of it. It's nice and colourful on this screen. Well, colour, there's just three really, isn't there? Orange, yellow, four, black, blue. I do know after a while the fucking tune does start to irritate you somewhat, but let's get on with it and play the game. I don't like that effect. It looks like the graphics are all corrupt. But here we go. So you're fighting several characters. And it's pretty chuggy, it's pretty slow. You can do certain moves, you can do stab forwards, swipe down, swipe low. And then what you do, there we go, you stab the pot at the bottom. Try to. There we go. You have to do that, otherwise you cannot progress. Should have ducked there. So I find that you're hoping, you know, you're just trying to get lucky. It's pretty boring. It's, as I said, it's slow, it's chuggy, and I certainly don't like the music. It does my head in after a while. You've got to be so precise with this. Oh, we got a dragon. Jump. Good. Dragon of some kind, anyway. I think you have to defeat about 10 opponents before you can actually progress. You must knock those vases out on the floor, otherwise you don't progress at all. You just seem to fight the first or second character a lot more and not really get anywhere. Come on. It's pretty boring, it really is. The music will get on your tits quicker than anything, I think. It's sort of like a direct port of the Spectrum, but maybe not fully. The Spectrum version definitely runs quicker, I can tell you that now. And the Commodore 64 version is very fast. Has music as well, but the Spectrum version is faster and has no music, so that's a relief in one aspect. Go. On you, duck. Thank you, duck. And then swipe this vase like so. Yeah, I don't think, I mean it might have been alright in a day, but I just think you'll find it's a bit slow and repetitive. And it's not too difficult either. I don't find it too difficult. So I don't know how many enemies you have to kill, but it after you get through around 6 characters, it gets repetitive. It's boring. And I said the fucking music can start to get on your tits big time. Getting the better of me in this one, isn't he? Oh, no. Get that vase, I need energy. Thank you. It's not giving me energy, I think I'm going to die. I've got to get to this vase. I need this vase, I need it now. Come on. There we go. I don't think I get any energy, that's surprising. Oh yeah, I did. You just keep jabbing away and hoping for the best, really. Oh, he got me right round the head. I think that's it. Now, I've had a go before, and I've got a few characters further, but it's... I hate that, it looks horrible. It doesn't like Zeds. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, it's pretty naff. I mean, I don't like it. We just have another quick little blast at it. Yeah, I think it's not shit. This was 1985, don't forget, so it only come out a year after the Amstrad. But I'm not convinced about the price tag, put it that way. It's like a semi-port of the Spectrum. It is and it kind of isn't. Because the background's definitely prettier, there's no doubt about that, than the Spectrum version. But in typical fashion, it does run a lot slower. Chuggy chug chug, in other words. If you want to sort of play a version outside the Spectrum and Amstrad, then Commodore 64 is the way to go. But you find that you're just hitting for the best. You're hitting and hoping. Stab, 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 and again. If you don't do a move, mate, you're going to die. You can't just sit there. You're going to die quite quickly. One round the head. Nope. No. Oh, he's a smart ass. Let's get you down there then. Dish. There you go. That was a big one. Dish, and again. And a wham. Nope. I'll get you down there then. Boom. Thank you. Right, there we go. I'm not going to play this much longer. It's definitely not shit. I've played worse, no doubt about that, especially on the Amstrad. I really have. I can appreciate this was quite reasonably fun back in the day. We're talking 35, 36 years ago now. But yeah, it's I think when International Karate came along and stuff like that, this became redundant, really. Very slow. You see what I mean about chug, 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 chug. It's very slow. It's pretty background, you know, it's colourful. But the moves are limited, the tune is annoying. Just keep whacking you down there, mate. If you don't want to move. Ducked that one, didn't I? Thank you, you was easy. Lovely. Duck. Up you go. And this is basically it. It's just like beat up, collect vase, move on. Beat up, collect vase, move. Sorry about that small cut there. I had to answer the front door. That's probably why there's a massive change there. A little bit of a edit. But yeah, I couldn't help that. I'm sorry about it. My apologies. That's what happens when you do a recording during the day. You never know when the postman's going to arrive. Anyway, as I was going back to my point, it's a bit of a rinse repeat per game. Just keep doing the same, rinse repeat, beat up, move along, fight the next guy. Beat up, move along, fight the next guy. And I've looked at the ZX Spectrum long play. There is an ending, but I think that would do me on action. It's pretty naff. It's yeah, it won't give you much fun. It really won't. Especially now there's other games that are much more vastly improved. So yeah, not the best game at all. It hasn't aged well at all. But 1985, a year after the Amstrad's release, I don't suppose you could complain too much. But yeah, it's not the best. But it's certainly not shit. I wouldn't say it's shit. But I am going to give it a shit rating now. That's my job. And what do I think of it? Colourful backgrounds, very jerky though, very slow, repetitive moves, repetitive music, that's for starters. That's for sure fact. So I'm going to give it a big fat painful out of the bottom into the toilet bowl. 81 shits for Fighting Warrior on the Amstrad CPC. Yeah, find another beat 'em up. There's plenty more of them around on many formats. Give this a couple of goes, but I guarantee you won't be playing it for very long. It's very limited and very dull. That's all there is to it. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that shit game time, regardless of that little cut there, thanks to the postman. Yes, if you would like to request a shit game to be put into the vault of shitness forever, then please feel free to nominate that game. The pop-up video should come up any second. Just click that link, follow instructions. It's £5 per request. You will also obviously get a shout out on that video, and it is my job as judge, jury and executioner to put these fucking games into the vaults of shitness, because we obviously didn't have laws on our side back in the day when we were kids. Software publishers would get away with murder, releasing complete shit and not getting fined or told to go back and reprogram a game. Us kids got screwed a lot of the times, and in some cases birthdays and Christmases were very disappointing when you actually loaded a game which looked good in stills and then you played it and it wasn't so good, was it? Heartbreaking. But anyway, there we go. Fighting Warrior for the Amstrad CPC. Until next time, look after yourselves. Zeus out.